You like to call people monsters, murderers, soulless, because they contribute to the suffering and death of animals for the meat industry. You like to point the finger, but are you as pure as the driven snow? You even say that people who eat meat do not truly love their pets or other humans. I ate meat for 28 years of my life. Are you saying that my love was untrue? My partner is not vegan. He's not even vegetarian. Are you saying his love for me is untrue? But let's take a look at the consequences of the animal exploitation industries that you promote.
High-yield cows produce an astonishing 120 litres a day, 10 times more than any calf could ever drink. But that's academic to the calves. After 48 hours, they're taken away and never taste milk again. It is traumatizing to mother and calf alike. And it happens year after year, as long as the mother is able. Made pregnant again through artificial insemination almost immediately, she will carry the double burden of pregnancy and milking for 7 months of each of those years. For some calves, about 200,000 a year, life is barbarically short. Can't give milk and too scrawny for beef. Others are allowed a life of sorts. The law allows them to be kept like this for up to 8 weeks after birth, devoid of all contact with their own kind. Cows are inseminated by semen from either dairy or beef bulls, and 40% of all UK beef comes from dairy herds. Calves surplus to requirements can legally be sent hundreds of miles to market at just 7 days old. And this poor creature gave birth in the market, as the still attached afterbirth shows. The calf almost certainly killed. Constant milking and pregnancy exert a terrible toll on dairy cows. They are unable to eat enough to stave off hunger, and this is why. The twice-daily routine of extracting their milk. Animals who could naturally live into their 20s are usually exhausted and killed at 5 years old, after just 3 lactations.
Spent hens typically end up in animal food or processed meat products like pot pies or soup, where their battered bodies can be ground up or shredded, and the blemishes unnoticed. In recent years, the number of chickens raised for meat has skyrocketed, and with an abundance of meat-type chickens available, slaughterhouses don't want spent hens. Tragically, the fate of spent hens is similar to that of unwanted male chicks at the hatchery. Male chicks born of egg-laying breeds are of no economic use. They don't grow fast enough to be raised profitably for meat, and they will never lay eggs. So they are discarded by the easiest and most economical means. In some cases, the chicks are literally thrown into trash cans. They suffocate as others are piled on top, or they die of starvation or exposure to the elements. In other cases, unwanted male chicks are crushed or ground up alive.
I know you eat the eggs of your own chickens, and I know they live like queens and you love them very much. But does everyone have that opportunity? Most people live in suburbia and are either not allowed to or don't have the space for their own hens. Do you have your own cow? I would have left you alone. But me and other vegans, when we challenged you, your response was, go organic. Everything I've shown is normal procedure for the dairy and egg industries, organic or not. All of us are ethically inconsistent in one way or another. But what you are doing is tantamount to throwing red paint on a woman wearing a fur coat whilst wearing a leather jacket. Veganism is the logical conclusion of ethical vegetarianism. Anything else is hypocrisy. And you, with access to a computer and YouTube with all the footage that is stock-housed on here, you have zero excuse for behaving the way you do and acting in a way that is contrary to the ethics you espouse. All commercial animal agriculture leads to exploitation and ends in death. Do you have the intestinal fortitude to truly live your ethics? I ask you this.